Hi, welcome to Monday Challenge number 9. Meet your night to invite your light. My name is Jana Salama, and every Monday during 2019 I will share a challenge here from my book Monday Challenge. And last week it was about looking at your autopilot truth. Are they actually your values or beliefs, or have you been inheriting them and they actually are not aligned with who you are and how you want to live? So I hope that went well, and please drop me a line and I will assist you in any way I can when you're working with these challenges. But for today's challenge, it's about our feelings. And with meeting your night to invite your light, with that I mean to dare to look at your darkness. And because when we dare to step in to the dark place that we're carrying within, we walk through that, that's also when we go through it, we will step into the light that comes after that. But if we don't dare to step into the darkness, we don't dare to deal with those dark feelings that we're carrying around, or memories, or whatever we might have, then they will act from a dark place within, and they will have power upon you. So we need to do that and take all those dark feelings or experience that we have and be able to lift them up in the light. Because once we do and they're out in the light, they don't have the same power. They dissolve. But also we need to look at emotions as more neutral. Emotions, they come and they go. And we very often value that these emotions are positive and these are negative. Like I'm being happy and excited and joyful. That's good. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling angry. That's negative. But it's all a combination of what we have. They're all there to serve us, because all those emotions are there to tell us something. They have a message for us. So instead of neglecting, no, I don't want to feel this because that's not a comfortable, happy feeling. I want to feel this. So I only focus on this and I push that away. What happens is one thing is that if we suppress it, like if I'm experiencing grief and it's so painful, so I don't want to stay in that feeling, I suppress it, and instead I might go and exercise. And exercise is really good, but it's not good when we do it because we're escaping, we're running away from something. So we exercise or we work a lot, shop, use drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it might be that distract us from this discomfortable feeling. So we occupy ourselves with that so we don't have to feel. But what happens is it doesn't go away because we haven't met it, and it's going to be there till we meet it. But what happens instead, this is my belief, this is my truth. So it's not objective, it's my subjective truth, and you can do whatever you want with that. But what I believe is that if we experience something that feels heavy and strong feelings, but we don't sit with it and we don't stay with it and let it take its space, and we neglect it and suppress it, what happens is that we suppress it, we push it down, and it gets stuck within our body instead. And I believe that it stays in our cells and become a cell memory that is painful, and eventually it becomes like a physical pain, because in somehow it's screaming for the attention for us to look at it and be with it and be present with it. And we've been taught in the society very often that certain emotions are okay, and certain emotions are okay for a woman but not for a man, and the opposite. So for example, if a boy is sad and cries, he can hear, oh, come on, be a man, boys don't cry, and be a man and step up. Well, what happened is that when this boy become a man, he doesn't have the ability to be in touch with the sadness and the tears. So instead, he reacts with anger and being aggressive, which is a whole different behavior. And And then he will be meet from that he's angry and he's aggressive, while it actually is that behind that, underneath the anger, he's sad. He just doesn't know how to express that, or being vulnerable. So, and with a woman, it can be the opposite. Being a girl, you're being raised that, oh, you should be cute, you should be sweet and gentle and easy. And anger, no, it doesn't suit a cute little girl. You shouldn't be angry. And what happens with this cute little girl that is being taught not to be angry grows up and feel anger, something that she's being treated wrongly or disrespectful, or in a relationship or at work, whatever, she starts to cry because she's been taught that it's okay to cry, but not to be angry and be in that power. And then she's being misunderstood, and she can also get really frustrated that the tears are coming instead of the anger, because she's feeling angry and she doesn't want to show her tears at work and show that vulnerability, because that's not how she's feeling in that moment. And also, when we're saying that certain feelings and emotions are okay, but others aren't, I mean, who is there to say that anger is a bad feeling? Anger is a strong force. I mean, I founded an NGO and we have 4 employees today, and we make a difference in young women and boys' lives, because I was so upset of the injustice that so many girls in Sweden lived with not okay circumstances. They were treated very wrong and badly in their families and from the society. And I said, enough is enough. This is not okay. And I founded the NGO because of the anger for what I saw. So anger can be very constructive. So the feelings are always there to tell us something, and we can do something good with the feelings. So it's more of how we behave when we feel something, not actually the feeling. So with this Monday challenge, I recommend you to, when you're in the closest week or weeks, when you're feeling something that is not feeling very good, you're uncomfortable with it, and see what your first reaction is. Is it to go and grab something from the refrigerator? Is it to go out for a run, or start screaming at your partner or your dog, or to go and sit by the computer? What do you do when this discomfortable feeling comes? What do you do? And break that habit. So instead, when you say, oh, now it's there, and now I'm going to be curious. I'm not going to run away from it. I'm going to be curious. I'm now going to sit down with it, and I'm going to hang out with it and ask, what do you want to tell me? And then just sit and breathe. Long, heavy breath. And sit with this and see what the emotion wants to tell you. Because also when we breathe, that long breathings, the feeling will eventually also dissolve and leave our bodies. So it doesn't stay there forever. It will if we don't meet it. If we do, it will let go and it won't have that power upon us. So I wish you good luck of trying to stay more neutral on your feelings, meeting them, being curious of what they want to tell you, and then see what's going to happen. I wish you good luck with that and have a great week. Thank you.